It's Tree TT for the win. Tree TT, yeah, you know we going in. Tree typical talkers, yeah, we like talking. And it's Tree black boys, so you know we all kings.
Yo, it's Tree TT for the win. Tree TT, yeah, you know we going in. Tree typical talkers, yeah, we like talking. And it's Tree black boys, so you know we all kings.
Oh, bro, you don't even like when I went through my first accom, like when we moved into UK, bro. I remember I was like, I thought like the whole of UK was rich, like proper rich place, bro.
That's what they used to think.
You know what I mean? Then we go to this flat, like the blocks, bro. And then I was like, I opened, bro. I almost threw. God knows, get me. Every one of them was, bro. And then, bro, I almost threw up and I just burst into tears, bro. It got that deep, bro. Like I was like 12, 13 that time, bro. Deep times.
I won't lie, bro. Like situations like that, bro.
Yeah.
You just have to talk to your mom or something, bro.
You have to have a little chat with your mom.
There's nothing you can do, bro.
It's
because there's a level of understanding it takes to not be angry at your mom.
It's true.
Because it's like you just have to be understanding. You know what I mean?
I feel like as you get a bit older, you get way less angry with your parents and stuff.
Because realize they're making decisions.
Even like, exactly, and they're adults as well.
You don't realize that your parents. You don't view adults as people a lot of the time. You probably view them as problem solvers.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, come on, mom. If anything happens, let me come at that.
Yeah.
You get me? But like as you grow, you just realize like a lot of the time they probably don't even have answers. But like
they just
have to come quick. Because there's a lot
doing
of
their
things
best to fix a
even
situation.
there's a lot of things that they used to say now that were
it doesn't really mean
they were not right. But
I won't lie.
You just have to have to come up with and the most
for me though. I don't feel like. I don't know, for some reason, I feel like I just decided to be independent for no reason. As in, I could ask my mom for stuff.
Crazy as well, because especially with like obviously, we'll probably talk about family dynamics when example. Obviously, thank God that Izzo was like the firstborn and we're the youngest. But like, I don't even a lot of people would have never guessed that I'm the youngest in my family. Probably the same thing with you, but like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting. What does it even feel like to be a youngest, bro? Because
I can't really talk. Because obviously, me and my brother, the age gap is like a year and a half. So like we got raised together.
It's basically twins.
That's why you have one relationship like this.
It's so funny.
It's so funny, bro.
I promise you, I thought it was normal. When people tell me they don't talk to the brothers,
you get me, bro.
Like, I talk to my brother about everything. More time, thank God, I like me. We don't really look alike. Obviously now we look alike because of like facial and stuff like that. But like before, like I used to just walk around as if he's my friend because I don't know. Sometimes just people was like, why was your brother my brother? Like,
he's your G, like.
Even with me, I feel like I realized quite recently, like probably around the age of maybe like 14, 13, that was probably annoying my brother, bro. Like if I'm being honest, like, bro, I used to want to go everywhere with him, bro. Like, and now that I think about it, like, if I had a younger brother, I want to go out. I have to bring them, bro. Vex, bro. So low-key, I definitely understand it now, bro. But when you're that age, bro, you're just like, why doesn't he want to
go with me, innit?
Get me?
No, but having a brother like Wisdom would be cool, though. Because I feel like Wisdom, he's the type of person where he's like very wise. He's always observing the situation, you know what I mean? He's very sharp, but he keeps it calm and low-key, you know what I mean? Which I always rated.
I feel like the reservation he has, just... I don't know, like, nobody can really say anything about him. Because they're not close enough to...
I can't even imagine him angry like...
You get me?
That's true.
Yeah, man.
He just always keeps it calm, bro. I've never seen him blow up or something, you know what I mean?
I was like, there's a reason for that, bro. We'll talk about the reason, bro.
Nah, I hear it still.
Yeah, man.
It'd be like that, though, but... Family dynamics, bro, is crazy, like, how, like, the age you are... Well, no, like the placement you are in your family in terms of like exactly like influences like the type of person you'll become as you grow older, bro. It's very interesting. Well, yeah, man. But me being the oldest is always like there's always an automatic desire to kind of like protect, always guide. You know what I mean? There was one time
I don't have that.
Seriously,
I don't have that.
I kind of wish I had it.
Man.
But it's like I guess you kind of have it in the sense of. Like growing up, I feel like people just always... It's either people always wanted to hear my opinion on things. look for advice, but it's like even before I even lived through certain things, you
have
ask me for
something to
advice,
say,
and I'm just thinking, you're just picking up things, and I feel like I'm getting to the age now, especially when it comes to like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
Like my perspective has changed and all that. But like some of the advice that I was given, I just hope it didn't
capsize somebody's.
You get me?
At this point, bro.
But like, I haven't gotten any bad reviews yet. Do you get me?
I feel like as well, I used to be, man, I base my like all that relationship stuff off a movie I watched. And I'm gonna keep doing that until it works, bro. Like,
what movie was it?
About Time. Have you watched it?
I was thinking it was a Disney Channel or something like that.
You might as well be, bro. Hardly. Lion King, boys.
Lion King bangs though.
But to be honest, though,
I don't care.
like one thing that I rate about like Disney and Pixar and stuff is like their kid movies. They bang, bro. They come with messages,
bro. I was watching. Do you know Luca? The one where the Donnie is he's like a sea creature, but if he goes out of the water, he becomes a human. It's like a coming of age story.
That sounds like the mermaid thing.
Kind of like that, yeah. He's basically a mermaid, but it's like the minute a water drops on him, he turns into that being. So it's like, and the village he sneaks into, they're like very protective. Like they are ready to kill any of those people. So it's like very much so a coming of age story.
Like that sounds like racism to me.
Yeah, it has a lot of double meanings. You know what I mean? So I'm sick. I was watching that with my sister. I was like, this is cold. You know what I mean? This is actually cold.
I don't want to say how did it end, but like I don't want to
spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Are we in yet?
Oh, serious? We're recording?
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to ruin the momentum. Anyways, should we do an intro now or in a bit? I'll do an intro now. Okay. Welcome to the Three Typical Talkers podcast. I'm your host, MGP. You know the vibes. And to the right, we have
Ghana's best export, Israel Morrison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And to my left,
it's Maze. You get me? Big Maze.
Big Maze. You know the vibes.
Man.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
My first one, man. This is crazy.
How you guys feeling? You feeling good? How's your week been?
Bro, I have not got a single hour of sleep over 8 hours, bro.
What?
I have not slept like a wink this week, bro.
Why, bro?
Because you man know I'm a terrible person when it comes to time management, bro.
So
like,
I'm today
the last one to come, you know what I'm saying? I'm horrific at it, bro. So it's like I know I'm meant to wake up at 5 a.m. for work. I'll be watching TV at 2 a.m. bro. You know what I mean? It feels
so good at 2 a.m.
Oh, God,
that TV is so hard to turn on.
I feel there's something about it, bro. I just feel like this, man.
Especially when you're doing things when you know you shouldn't be doing it. You know that when you wake up, you're going to be so angry. When you wake up, you're going to be like, you need to do that. Because you can watch it when you come back from work, but like...
I'm telling you.
Nah, bro. Even me, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I keep watching these... it's not even... it's not like crime documentary. It's just the body cam footage of like police stops in America, bro. It's so fascinating. I don't know why, but I'm
see all the individual interactions.
Yeah, man. And it's just like, I be thinking like, if she didn't say that, she might have got away with this whole thing. But some of them, they be, I don't know. I just find them fascinating, bro. They should do that in Ireland, man.
Nah, definitely. I think they are actually doing it, you know. I got to introduce it.
I hear it, though.
Can't lie.
What's your week, man?
My week?
You just spoke about it. What are you talking about?
My week, how was my week?
Week's not over yet, but so far.
So far, this college, man. College, work. I just got a new car and everything is long, cold. So I say, just don't get a car until you're ready to like do everything, bro. Like have more than enough money for the car, bro.
Definitely.
My week has been... I got some meds.
Some meds?
Yeah, bro. My mom had the same reaction. She just like, I don't know, man. I was just feeling stressed. So I've been hearing about this ashwagandha.
Cold.
Bro, I've
been on the supplements as well, you know.
What supplements?
You know them mushrooms like lion's mane. Not magic. Mushrooms, no magic, bro. Okay. But you know, like lion's mane, them ones it's like to repair brain function and stuff like that. Just to make sure like I'm really sharp.
Are you feeling anything though?
I feel a bit more like, I don't know, a bit more put together. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like I get very spaced out about stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can sometimes just stand and I'll just like zone out, bro. For like 5 minutes. I'm like, wait, what's going on here, bro? But now I feel a bit more put together. You get
What's the name of it?
Lion's Mane. Yeah, Lion's Mane.
And you were saying the side effects of ashwagandha. What was this?
People just be saying like it just makes you a bit like, I wouldn't say numb, but like it just makes you a bit like nonchalant a little bit. Like people will take it to not feel it. Like emotional people will take it on purpose, not feel anything. Do you get me?
I think that's probably why, bro. I'll be real, bro. Like, I just don't like stress. I've been in all these situations lately where stress is building up, bro. Like, it's like I overthink sometimes. So then I'll just be thinking about stuff that I know I don't need to think about because, bro, today's today. Tomorrow will figure it out itself. So I'm just like, bro.
I think even when like overthinking though, you can just take things as they come because you know me, man. I'd overthink about.
You used to?
I want to believe that I don't do it anymore. Maybe I'm lying to myself. But like, I've been trying to just take things as they are. You get me? Because with me, like the way I used to do is I used to think about like 100 different scenarios. So when something happens, I'm not surprised because I already thought
100 is crazy, bro.
Well, I could think about like there's times where like I literally won't sleep because I'm just thinking about scenarios.
Mine is not that.
Get me? So
I think you need this.
Probably. I used to think about bare things. So when something happens, it's like that's what I feel like with me. I feel like I've lived through things that I haven't lived through. So it's like when I'm watching certain things, I'm like, I almost feel as if this has happened to me, but it hasn't. Yeah. So it's like it's crazy.
For me, I kind of like the surprise of not like I think about different scenarios, but that's all. I just think about the scenario. I don't think about what I'm gonna do. I just think about this could happen. So when it happens, I like that kind of spontaneous feeling. What am I gonna do? Like, bro, I feel like life is a movie, man. Like every single thing that happens is a decision you make, and you choose like how the movie goes. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like that opportunity.
I won't lie though. Lately, I've been doing things for the plot, man.
Yeah, bro.
And a lot of the time it's like there's so many things.
I'm getting excited.
But there's so many things. I'm like, people are like, why did you do? I'm like, it's just like you kind of want to see where it goes.
Yeah, literally.
Like we'll get into that, but there's so many things. I'm just like let's do it. Like,
and even one thing I've learned recently, just trust something, a situation, or an interaction to go the way it always goes. And just leave it at that. Like, don't always try to change things, bro, because it's like the only thing you can change is internal. You get me? So like any situation that you're putting yourself into, it's like you can't keep trying to get what you want if like it didn't work the first few times. It's like sometimes just accept the fact that the change needs to happen the other way around. You need to change your perspective about the situation. Like, you get me? Stuff like that.
For me, I'm just getting into a point where it's like I'm not putting as much pressure on myself. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I got to a position where it's like every interaction, every new interaction is like I'm always seeing it as like a new opportunity, and then I kind of overhype it in my head, and then like this is when you start stumbling over your words a bit.
Wait! I have a confession. Oh my gosh! I don't know if I told you, man. But should I say it?
For the plot, bro.
So I saw someone I hadn't seen in a while. I just saw them, and
probably, of course you do.
I saw them, and the composure just left. As in, like, I feel like the composure left because I was so used to seeing the people I've been seeing in my life. Do you get me? So when there's a throwback person that makes you realize, like, whoa, like,
it brings you back to a time.
Bro, I was just like, what? It's, you know, when you like, you want to feel something again. And like every day, just the same people, and it's just like boring, it's dead. Like, and then that interaction happened. All the confidence I usually have just left my body. I said, what? And that stumbling stuff, I was looking, I was like,
couldn't even make eye contact.
You get me?
You start doing no stumbling.
Bro, it made me, I need to work on my small talk, bro. Like,
sometimes.
You know what it is? My small talk is only good because of work. Do you get me?
Work, literally.
Like my small talk is like when it comes to like customer facing jobs and stuff like that, or more. Like you start talking about weather, start talking about things that you don't really care about, but like today you care.
You know what I think could be the issue with me, right? Could be like I view different because of the way I view the situation. It's like a work interaction would be so easy. Like, I don't even think about it. It's just whatever comes out. It's fun. It's good. It's high energy. It's polite. All that stuff. But then when like it's just random ones, there's so much like what's going on here. Like, there's so much like,
territory.
Like I don't really want to give an impression I don't want to give, but then I also like don't want to seem like I can't give an impression. So I'm like, just so you know, I can, but you get me, like all those little things. But more time, it's just the same result, bro. Like,
especially when you know you have chat.
It's chat. I don't need.
Just give me 20 more minutes.
You get me, like
let me loosen myself up a bit.
You get me. You show off proper. You get.
But
no one's gonna ask me about my week.
Oh, sorry. How was your week, bro?
My week was good. You get me? Went Ashaka on
Tuesday. Bro, let's hear about that.
How was that Ashaka?
To be honest, that was my first Afrobeat concert. I've never been to Afrobeat.
You didn't go Burner?
Why does everybody think I want Burner?
Did you go Burner?
I didn't go Burner, bro.
You man are weird.
I went to the after party. Don't even ask me why.
What? That's weird.
I was outside, but I didn't. I don't know. To be honest, I just didn't. There was a part of me that didn't want to go. I don't know. Like,
I think Burner?
Not even. I think there was a part of me that would have preferred to go out in other countries than Dublin. But now I'm kind of annoyed at myself because I actually gave Dublin a chance.
And
I'm actually happy I gave Dublin a chance because it didn't like to get me, but like honestly, big up to all the promoters and all that because they didn't. Like the event manager, everyone that was involved in that, like they didn't disappoint. Like even him as well, he showed off to get me, especially when, because some of the boys that I went with, they went to the one in Paris and like they were saying that. Well, crowd-wise, like, do you get me? The crowd was way better in Dublin.
Really?
Like, people were.
I think it's so surprising.
I think it's because we're not bombarded with things to do like every other city, like every other major city. So it's like once we're given a chance, everyone is ready. Everyone's ready to have fun. Do you get me? Honestly, like no one in the crowd was really moving stiff. People were actually ready. Like people actually went out to have fun.
Did people know the lyrics though?
Yeah.
Really? Did he do his new album?
Yeah.
The amount of people I met who said they didn't like his new album. That's what pissed me off.
I'll be honest, the concert made me appreciate the album more.
You were one of them, innit? You didn't like the album.
I didn't. It wasn't my favorite album, but honestly, it might be my favorite album now.
Yeah, but like
honestly,
that's my favorite album.
One thing that he does as well that I love is like the way he performs it live. Like the melody is very much different from the album, so you kind of get to hear it in like two different ways. But like honestly, now man, I'd give it like a 7.5. Most people are giving it 7. The only reason I'm giving it 7.5 is just because he didn't bring anyone out. Because there's times where I was recording. There's so many. Why not Independence Day as well? You can't even bring out nobody.
I think it's because it's Dublin. Like in the UK, they have like people who actually live there that are Afrobeats.
But like,
do you get me?
They have money, but just get.
They did have a couple of people that opened it though, but they're not like big. You know what I mean?
Like Baby Sicko was performing there. Like
I came a little bit late, so I didn't even get to see him. But I saw videos though. It was tired, man.
And even for Burner, the last time Plantain Papi opened up for him, so like they're giving people an opportunity. But I just feel like in terms of bringing out people to Dublin, like I don't know if we have enough. Like, I'd say maybe people like Travis and them lot right now are doing their thing enough for like them to be brought out if it was like maybe a different artist, like a rapper or something.
When I say bring an artist, I mean like an artist that he has a song with.
Oh, okay.
I was like, there's times that let's say if like a song comes out, I'm recording for like 2 minutes. Because I'm ready. I want to catch that exact moment. Nobody came out. I was like, damn, it's like that. Another song came. Nobody came out.
I would never think anyone.
One of my boys even said that Lamide is coming out. I'm thinking that he heard somebody behind him.
That your boy is there.
I got excited. I brought on my phone. I think it was. I'm scanning the stage.
What song was it?
I don't even know. That's the thing. I was thinking about yesterday. I was like, what song was he even talking about that Lamide was coming out? But I don't even know. But yeah, I was a bit. Honestly, I enjoyed myself.
What would you give it out of 10?
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, but
Did you go to the after party, bro?
nah, man.
Why not?
Also 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was real slab, but you know, life is just about balance. Do you get me?
Bro.
But even like it was weird because there were so many people there, but I felt like I saw a lot of people, but at the same time I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was weird. Like I expected to see a lot more people, especially when like I was with that friend. You know that friend that you're with that everyone knows. So every 2 seconds, oh my god, hey! I'm just standing there like bread.
Bro,
2 more seconds, another person goes, oh my god! I was just like, oh my, I was even getting tired. I was just thinking because I had a feeling it was gonna be like that, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. So I feel like that probably kind of played into a little bit.
You know what? You know what the reason is? The reason why you weren't getting stopped? Because there are actually rare people that are probably your friends that were at Open Circle, bro.
I was so surprised.
I'm not even worried about
so surprised,
like even getting stopped and all. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the sense of like just seeing people. There were so many people that not even people that I thought that would be there, but just people that like I don't know, man. I was just like that's what I'm saying. Like I saw a lot of people, but at the same time I didn't. Like, honestly, it was a interesting experience.
I wanna talk about a theory that I've come up with recently. I feel like we're in an urban revolution, especially in Ireland.
100%.
And I think music is taking over.
Yeah.
I think
arts, literally like, man, if you're going to college, like, and before people used to make it seem like if you're not doing business, if you're not doing medicine, law, or I don't know, economics, engineering, like, what's the point of your degree? But low key, like, I feel like all these content creators should go to college and do arts degrees and just go with their passions, bro. Because there's so much opportunity now, like
so much talent, bro.
So much talent, bro. And it's just like if you give them the time, bro. If you give them the time and the space and the support, there's so many like beautiful things that can. Plantain Papi's show. Did any of you man go? I went to it. I've been
listening to his album though.
I went to it. I was like, I can feel the like readiness, the like seriousness, the like. The energy that he's bringing with his
eager to succeed, like
exactly, like he's taking it seriously, and it's like even though it might have been a small environment, like he acted as if this, like you can feel like this is his passion,
you know what I mean?
Man.
Arena, like
it's kind of like overtraining. So once you're in like the big stages, you get me? It's nothing to you. Like you've already been there in your mind. You get me? Pretty much, bro. It's as simple as that.
One other thing I wanted to talk about is speaking of like revolutions and all, like Kanye West, man. I feel like the fashion revolution, he's definitely taken a big hold of that. Like the way fashion is going has, especially now since like 2020, like it's just been him. All the stuff he's wearing,
he's at the forefront of it.
He's at the forefront of it.
Yeah,
and I'm just realizing, man, like. The stuff he's been through and like the life he's lived, right? All the trauma and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, like people actually, I feel like people need to give him a break, man. Because he could, based on all these like criminal stuff I'm watching, there's grounds for him to actually be to crash out, bro.
Yeah, nah,
like his mom died when he was literally starting his, like kicking off his music career. After marrying the woman he thought that he could hold down forever, they get a divorce.
Yeah, after 4 kids as well.
Even before he dropped one of his first albums, he gets in a car crash.
Yeah,
more like this,
bro.
His life is
back
hectic,
of his story.
bro.
Nah, it's true.
Do you get me? So like
he's been through it, man.
The stuff he's been through would actually make anyone go crazy. Do you get me? But he's still one of the most creative people like in the world and influential and all that stuff. I think. Genuinely, I don't know why I wanted to say this, but I think people need to give him a break for sure, man.
For me, you know what it is? I feel like he needs to be given a break. He needs to be given his props 100%. But I also feel like he needs to understand like there is accountability for your actions for certain decisions.
That's
you know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, you can't go and say these things. Of course, you're entitled to free speech if you want, but like. Can't go and say things that could be considered anti-Semitic publicly, bro.
Exactly.
You can't, not even because it's not allowed,
Yeah, that part is where like, it's like obviously you give people grace, but then
you
like,
so much
yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. But for me, like Kanye is, I think he has the greatest discography. Like even music-wise, bro, because he's gone for like an 11 album run, and every single one of them is either good to incredible.
You get me,
bro.
like,
you know what I'm saying?
that's insane, bro. And I don't even really like rap music, but I can appreciate like what he did.
Always, bro. He's so forward thinking, bro. Like he's always like, I don't know, at the head of a trend. You know what I mean? He starts the trend. So.
He's never copying.
It's because of understanding. Like, you know, when you can listen to someone's music and you can tell, they understand music. Like, like I'll give another example. Like someone like Santander. You can tell that like he understands music. But I guess that's kind of the perks of being like being an artist and also being a music producer, because obviously like you can see both sides of things. You get me?
It's true. Bro.
Speaking of music production and everything, I hope you guys liked the theme song.
Oh, bro,
it was cold, innit?
It was cold, man. You man actually did your thing.
This guy is talking. Was he there?
My bad. Irish transport.
I can't lie. But even speaking of Kanye West, it's funny because obviously the day that we recorded the first time, had an accident at work, and I won't talk about it too much. But like in my head, the only thing that pushed me through was I was thinking of Kanye can.
You get me, bro.
Kanye can rap you why and he get me that was an accident. I was rapping you, man. I pulled you in there. Now the first session, we finished like the beat and stuff because it was sick. Honestly, like, I love being like involved in like the process of like music production, because just seeing it is just so like just seeing everything just come together, like it's just so amazing. It's so fascinating. And then obviously recording it and stuff, it was a bit shaky the first time,
few bumps in the road, but like we managed with what we had. You get me? Like
even though we knew nobody was ever going to see it,
I won't lie.
It was just like it was good just to kind of see things take shape a little bit. Let me just give us something to look forward to, give us something to post.
I've realized as well, like I appreciate like so much content creators who like they just post the stuff. Like they don't talk about it too much. They just like give you stuff to actually look at, which is what we're hoping to do as well. But like I appreciate them people because it's like I understand you are genuinely just passionate about this. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care about the views or them people. Like I don't want to name drop yet, but there's a few people that hopefully we can get them on the pod. But like they just go on their stories and just talk. I genuinely
you could do that though.
I could. Like,
would you want to do that though? Because I've been thinking about that lately. Like, I feel like I might come to a stage where you might have to, and I'm kind of like, because it's like people are obviously gonna want to hear your takes on things. I don't know if I want to.
It's like I might have to make a private story for that one. Because I don't like giving energy just for it to not be received. Not in terms of like views, but in terms of interaction.
Honestly, I'd be willing to, like the social media that I have now, I'd be willing to scrap that and like basically rebrand. So, because you know that everyone that's on that wants to hear you. Rather than you just talking.
Because, man, even me, I do it sometimes. If I'm seeing somebody talking, I don't really... Tap.
Yeah, give me that. You don't really care about... Because that's not why you have them on it. So, it's like, I would rather have a snap knowing that people are appreciating what I'm putting out. I wouldn't want to put effort into something. Like, that's why I don't post. Especially on my private story. People don't even know I have a private story. I don't want to... Because before back in the day, I used to type. I used to write my mind. Never really used to say nothing. And I'm like,
more.
I stopped because it's like I hate putting in efforts, saying my opinions on things, saying my takes on things, and people don't really acknowledge it. So it's like, imagine now if you're doing it on a more like major scale, you're putting it on your story, on your social media, like, and you're not really
getting any interaction.
No one's really reciprocating any energy, like, bro.
I want to find...
I'm not strong enough for that, bro. That would actually...
You get me, bro?
Annoy me so much.
My life,
because I used to, bro. You remember my private story, like back in the day, man. I used to write some stuff, and I'm looking at it now. I'm like, wow, like, what was I going through? Like, this is just like innocent thoughts of like, I said something about, two people can read a book, right? They can start on the same page. Like right now, I could start on page 1. Izzy could start on page 1.
Yeah.
I could read like 2 chapters of the book and I could understand the point of the book. Izzy might read the whole book and not get it until the last page.
It's true.
Exactly. It's perspective. It doesn't change the fact that like there's knowledge in the book to be acquired. How quick you acquire it is different on like for different people. And it doesn't make one person any less or another person any more of anything. It's just literally perspective.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of things come down to perspective. And there's something I want to talk about this because I've been thinking about it a lot recently. But you see when people like, okay, so the question I wrote down was, how do you guys get over someone that was close to you but bad for you? So, any thoughts you have about that?
I guess sometimes, not everything that's bad for you is bad for you.
Can you
see me? Not everything that's
for
bad.
the plot, Abby.
Sometimes, but like, I think it just depends on how bad. Because it's like like for instance, McDonald's. McDonald's is bad. You get me? So like, how bad is it? Like, it depends on their severity, and sometimes you kind of just have to like. Sometimes you have to distance yourself. You don't have to cut them off altogether, but you just have to distance yourself a little bit. Yeah. Because it's like the further they are away from you, the harder it is for them to hit you. That's like me right now. I'm close to you. I can bang as much as I want. But obviously, if I move back.
I need to bring it up somehow.
I want that. That's crazy. I can hit you as much as I can punch you. Let me not say hit because people say, no. I can hit you as much as I want, but if I step back, maybe like 5 steps, I can still shout at you. I can still like speak. I can verbally whatever do what I want, but I can't physically touch you. So obviously I can't harm you as much. So it's kind of like you don't always have to cut people off, but you just have to distance yourself. So it's not maybe. Used to speak once a week, now once a month, or you used to.
Because, bro, like life, in general, when you start having different social groups in different places, right? It's like sometimes with the personality I have, right? It's like when I feel comfortable around people, and I feel like they feel comfortable around me, I want us to all be happy. Yeah, like, I want us to all have a good time. You get me? But then it's obviously like some people. I don't want to say they're not worth it, but some people, like, they're not worth it.
They don't deserve the fullest extent.
They don't deserve the full thing. And then also it's like, they could actually be bad. What did you say? No, did he?
I behave myself.
Well, what's it? They could actually, like, just be bad people. Like, they have, once you keep allowing somebody.
People, though.
Stop.
But a lot of people are bad. Like, hey, I must say, me saying that doesn't mean that I'm good, though. But I'm trying, shit.
I literally, like, today on the bus here, I was literally coming down here, right?
Yeah.
And I looked over out the window. I was on the top. I saw a Dublin bus driver getting out of his car and he was like screaming at his kids in the back. And I saw him do like this to like, it was a little girl, bro. I was just like,
threatening her.
Yeah, like I was just like, what? Like, I was so shocked, and everyone else was on the bus, kind of like looking, and then he slammed the door, just was walking, and he was pissed off and all. Obviously, I don't know the context. I don't know what she did. She could have done something really bad. I don't think he was gonna hit her, but like he was very angry, and I was just like, he's a Dublin bus driver.
Yeah,
I say thank you to him. And I walk off the bus. Yeah. Does he really deserve that thank you?
Bro.
Like, just because people have these roles doesn't mean they're good people.
Even with me, I remember, I think it was last month, I was at my friend's auntie's 60th, right?
Yeah.
And it must have been like an older couple. And like, literally, it was an older couple. The man had a cane and the lady was on a wheelchair. And obviously, when they came, we were standing close to the car when they came. So they obviously asked us to give us a hand. At first, I was a bit confused, but then I realized the man has a cane, so obviously, how can he walk and push his wife?
Yeah.
So obviously, that goes by now there in the hall, and like everyone is like, there's a line for people to get food. People are sitting, and like there's bare people watching. So he comes back to me and he asks me, you know where the toilet is? I'm like, just stay right here. I'll look for it and come back to you and tell you where it is. So I'll do that now, and obviously I tell them where it is, but I wasn't sure whether if they wanted, because it was for his wife, it wasn't for him, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure whether if he wanted someone to like push her to the toilet or whatever. But like literally there was chairs blocking her way anyways. But the people sitting right beside the chairs, they didn't even move it.
Okay.
And I'm thinking like, what?
Yeah.
So obviously I'm clearing the way, but I'm like, bro, there's people that could have got there before me. And like, these are the same people. And there was aunties and uncles that these are the same people that have been preaching. on the day that we were born, respect your elders. But
literally.
even people
when it
older
comes to
than you,
them,
like someone that's like lately that actually genuinely needs your help, you can't even. And it's like sometimes they don't even want to ask because it's like they don't want to feel like a burden to people, and I hear it, but like. I was like, that's
like, bro,
disappointed.
People will show their their true colors eventually, bro. Like,
True.
there's only so many different environments that people can be on their best behavior. Like when you get, when you get to those environments where, like, they just show who they really are.
You have to don't practice what they preach. So that's one thing.
Even me, I don't. I give the best advice, but. For my own life now,
do I even take it? Do I even take my own advice?
Lately, I think I've been giving myself a lot of advice, and lately I feel like I've been following it.
Yeah,
but yeah, man.
I think I've just been picking myself up.
Same. I pick myself up. I was flat, bro. I pick myself up,
bro. Like, and you have to as well, bro. Like,
no one's gonna do it, but I feel like a lot of the time, you just, especially when you're an adult, like no one is actually going to come and save you. Like, you actually have to come and save yourself. Because of like, I feel like lately I've been thinking like the people that the people that are at places you don't want to be at.
Yeah.
I've just been asking myself like, how do they even get there?
Yeah.
Whatever they get there. I'm trying to avoid at all costs because of you don't want to lock in when it's too late, and you don't want to realize when it's too late, and you don't want to come to the point where it's like,
bro,
like it's like you can't go back. Like you just have to live it, like, or you just have to pray for like something to come. But like. So lately, man, it's just all about locking.
I actually want to ask you, based on this, I want to ask you about, we're supposed to talk about before, but you being like an older brother, like, what's that like?
Bro, it's like, initially, it was an interesting thing because it's like, as you're a kid, and then what, you're 5 or 6, and your little brother is born, it's like, there is almost no relation there, bro. Because like they're growing up at completely different.
How did you feel though when you saw your first sibling?
Oh,
I don't know what that feels in this.
I was so gassed, bro.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say vexed.
A lot of people were vexed.
Yeah, you know? Serious. Nah, I was like the happiest person on earth, bro. Like,
that's cute.
You can imagine, like, I was an only child for 5 years, and then my little brother was born, bro. You know what I mean? But it was like immediately, like,
you feel like you would have felt the same if it was a sister.
Yeah, no, I was the exact same for all my siblings, bro. All my siblings, bro. Like, for me, it got to a point where it was like, you know, I wanted to protect, I wanted to, like, teach them in the way that I was raised and stuff like that, and hopefully, like, help them to, like, not make the same mistakes that I did. Like, even when I was, like, 8 to 10 and stuff like that. But I got to a point when I was, like, in my teenage years where I was like, bro, why am I supposed to be responsible for this? You know what I mean? I feel like you get really angsty when you get to teenage years, bro. So I was like, bro, come on,
like,
you guys can figure yourself out.
In African households, like, when you're like the oldest sibling, you get blamed for a lot of things.
So much, bro.
I remember, like, growing up, my siblings used to get blamed for certain things. And I'm like, at that moment, I was happy because some of the weight is lifted up to get me. But it's like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro. And a lot of the times, even like, now, like, my mom would try to blame. Obviously, she wouldn't do it now, but if she tried to blame my brother for something, I'm like, this has nothing to do with him. Like, don't attack the thing directly. Like, don't
go to the corners, bro.
Yeah, like, don't be dumping on other people when it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah, and I feel like in African households a lot is that they try to adultify their kids as well. Like, the amount of responsibilities they put on, particularly older siblings,
kids,
it's ridiculous sometimes, bro. Do you know what I mean?
And then I feel like for me, right, like, obviously I have an older brother.
Yeah.
And he's probably been through what you're talking about now, but I feel like there was too much like pressure on him, and like not enough on me that I started moving mad for no reason. Yeah. I'll be honest, like, when I was a kid, I just used to be erratic, bro.
I remember, but there's also, I remember, I'm probably gonna get into it, but I remember.
Bro, like, I just used to be erratic because, if I look back now, I probably wanted, like, attention. Thing about. And obviously my mom is like the children's church teacher and all, so like she's always been like in the children's church. I'm just like around somebody's minding me or something like that. Boys, I think I gained consciousness on my fourth birthday.
Same. I remember.
I remember.
Actually, I remember a little bit before that because I think before my 4th birthday, I went to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria, innit? So obviously, I don't think you can go to Nigeria and not remember it.
Yeah.
Like, get me? So like, I still have flashbacks. But the crazy thing is, like, I went to my niece's first birthday like a few weeks ago, and I met one of my cousins. older cousins, and obviously he was with me pretty much the whole time when I was in Nigeria, but I don't remember that. I just remember the experiences, but now I've been digging in my brain trying to think. But like my 4th birthday, I remember I remember everything. I remember when I went to, I don't know whether if I was in preschool, whether if I was in junior infant.
Probably.
It could have been around that. I think I might have been leaving. No, it was towards the end. I was going into junior infants, because I think I started school when I was 3. Cool. But yeah, man, I remember everything so vividly. Like I remember like my mom even coming into the class giving everyone sweets. All I was like, it was
memories, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, it was crazy, man.
Like first day of school as well, man. But I remember when I gained consciousness, like when I think about it.
So you don't remember anything before 4?
Like, no, I do. Like I remember loads of different things, but when I realized like I'm a person, bro. Like I was like 4, bro. It was because it was my birthday as well. I was like, all of this is for me.
I don't know if anyone else really, I would have never thought that anyone else
my 6th birthday, bro. Yeah, 6. Bro, I was a late bloomer, bro.
I was just on airplane mode.
I was just vibing, bro. I didn't know what was going on.
I'm gonna get to that because even the way I met Izzy, I actually believe what he's saying.
Bro.
You know how I am.
Nah, there's some people who you just know, like,
just flow with you,
going through the flow, like.
I want to apologize, right? Because on that day, on my 4th birthday, we're taking pictures, and I remember one of the boys from church, it's always one of you that be getting me into trouble all my days, One of the boys, I won't bail him out, but you know who he is. He lives in the UK now. He has 2 brothers. He's the middle one.
Okay,
Him and then one of my boys from England as well that I was close with. Yeah. So we're all standing around me, and I think it was some other girl's birthday, right?
Yeah.
We both had a birthday, and there was some little girl beside me, right? And then I nearly said his name. This fella, he kept pinching me, right? I was just like, bro, like, it's my birthday, like, chill, bro. Like, why are you pinching me, innit?
Yeah.
So I tried to pinch him back. I feel so bad. I pinched the little girl, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry to her.
Oh,
yeah, she did, bro. I had to just be quiet. I had to just be quiet, bro. I acted like nothing happened. Because they were pinching me, and so I was trying to blame them and all, but I want to apologize to that girl because that was not right.
I
don't remember. I remember she was just a little girl, but she didn't. She was a civilian, bro. She didn't deserve that.
I have a similar experience, bro.
What were you asking? You were gonna ask something.
Well, me?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I was gonna say I have a similar experience, but it was like it's similar in the fact that like, bro, this kid, I didn't know what eczema was when I was a kid, bro.
When you met Izzy.
We'll talk about it. So I didn't know what eczema was when I was a kid. So I remember I was getting minded by some auntie. This was in like Waterville, in Blanche, obviously.
Oh,
so
that's scary, bro.
I'm so sorry. That infamous estate, bro. Back then it was a utopia, though. It was actually so calm, bro.
Really?
Oh, it was so calm, bro. But like, I was getting minded, and this Donnie had eczema next to me, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this guy?
You were concerned.
I was really I was like irritated. So like when she's like sat us down on a couch like this, and I'm bending this kid's thumb like I was so pissed off. I was just like, what are you, bro? Like, what is this, bro? I used to get so pissed that, oh man, I don't know why I was like that though when I was a kid, bro.
I won't lie, bro.
I think that ties into like me gaining consciousness at like 6, bro. You know what I mean?
I won't lie, 6 is late, bro. Yeah, you're like nearly in second class.
You get me?
You're about to do your communion, bro.
6 is so old,
I won't lie, bro. Because when I was 4, like in junior infants, I definitely did like a play.
Yeah.
Like I did a play. So I had to say lines.
Like in the TV.
Yeah, bro. So I had to be awake, like I had to be alive, innit, bro? For you to go through like 3 years of primary school.
I don't know that
you don't know what's going on.
I was clueless, bro.
Nah, bro.
That was actually
I just wonder how you were. Like, I wonder how you were as a human, and I wonder how you were to be around. Because imagine being around somebody that's not.
He's not there.
Well, like, just not conscious. He's alive, but he's not conscious, bro. You know what I mean?
Bumping into bare people, stepping on their toes, just
like dementia or something like that, bro.
Because even me, sometimes these days, bro, like when I'm just in my zone, bro, like I don't be seeing anyone, and I'd be bumping into people. I'd be bumping into people I know, and like I'm like, oh, hello, like, I don't know, like, bro, that's why I got them medicine, bro.
I hear. For me, I've been investing.
How did you guys meet?
So obviously we met through. I wonder if you actually remember this. You probably don't, but we met through CTY, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like a youth program.
Yeah.
It still happens to this day. But this was years ago. Probably like it was still in the old church.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know how many years.
I think
ago
2011, 2012.
Yeah,
around that time. Many years. But it's like
2011 to 2013 period.
Well, like that person where it's like we didn't exchange names or nothing, but we were always like
around each
just
other.
beside each other, yeah. So it's like,
bro.
I knew his face, but I never got his name.
Yeah,
And it was just like, at the back of my mind, maybe 2 years later now, there must have been a wedding. And I'm at yours. And then obviously Izzy was at yours as well for CTY again, like 2 years.
Yeah, that was when I stayed over, innit?
Yeah.
You came from England or something.
Bro, yeah, that's
Tunde.
Tunde and them, and then
I was like, what?
Oh,
So literally, that's when we kind of like, that's when I learned his name, but it was like, it was so weird.
Yeah.
And now you're hearing that you only gain consciousness.
That's probably why I didn't get your name.
I didn't know my name at that point, bro.
You didn't think to say anything.
That's so crazy to me.
Nah, man. There's so many memories of like being young in my gaff, bro. Like,
so many, bro. Like,
so many.
It's probably the most infamous gaff, bro. Because I have so many good memories.
Bro. I feel like outside of my yard, it's probably your yard.
And it was just that sweet spot, that like childhood and then teen. It was like the teen.
How do you feel about always having people in your house like at a young age? Because I probably would have hated it. Actually, no. To be honest, probably when I was younger, I probably liked it. Once I had people around my age, there's people to talk to, people to chill. But once you become a teenager and like you start having things to do, and it's like you come home and there's people at your house. Tomorrow you come home again and there's people at your house. Just kind of like
just move, man. Like the type of ones.
Especially now, I'm not really the biggest fan of having people in my house unless I'm in, like, it depends on my mood because it gets a bit tiring sometimes, you get me? But yeah, man, how do you feel though?
For me, like looking back at it now, that's probably why I am the way I am now, you get me? Like, I feel like I grew up like faster than I needed to because I absorbed so much from like my mom and my mom having like young people coming over for advice. Yeah. Or like there's times where my mom would have like different like young girls in the church coming in who are ready to get married or looking to be married. I'm like, wow, like
so lucky, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm like 9 or 10 and I'm just seeing this, hearing all the conversations. Yeah. Or like even, oh man, like it used to be a thing where people, you know when you're having beef with your mom.
Oh yeah, you're not speaking to her.
You're not speaking to her. Yeah. Like people would come to my mom's house and stay in our house until they squash everything and then go from my mom's house back to their mom's house. And it's like, for real, I used to feel like my mom is everybody's mom.
Yeah. 100%. I feel like there was even a time where I didn't even really talk to you like that, but I still spoke to your mom.
Yeah, bro.
I wasn't even on a beach but like before like our friendship solidified. I was around your mom a lot more than I was around you.
I won't lie, bro. Even me, bro. I'm around her every day, but it's like obviously she does her work thing and then like kids and all like. But back then, I think I missed the visits. Like it was nice having like people my age around the gaff just chilling out of convenience. Now you have to plan everything.
Oh, bro,
it's long. It's not.
Because even planned, bro. There's probably times where like we went like 2 years without physically seeing each other.
Bro.
Like even Izzy, Bobby, 3 years without physically seeing each other.
Because I was in the UK as well, man. You know what I mean? So it took some time, man.
We've been wasting time if you think about it like that.
A lot of time, bro.
Imagine the amount of memories we would have had,
bro.
If I don't even know if there was even reasons for it. Like there probably wasn't. It's probably just because of distance a little bit, and it's like just life, really. And obviously, like schedules.
Like during COVID, man, I was thinking the reason I didn't see Michael was because of COVID. 2024, I've seen this brother like twice this year, bro.
Nah, this don't lie. This year we've seen each other
4 times, bro. 5 max.
It's just because of
maybe 6 today.
It's genuinely just because of adulthood. Because bro, you cannot see your brethren for like 7 whole months.
Especially when niggas will work on full time as well.
You get me, bro? It's actually so tough.
I don't know why we don't care when it's us though. Like we're not beefing because like we're chilling. Of course. Once you change the dynamic,
you need to understand that. Because I feel like, I don't know, man. Is that I feel like with me, my friendships, they need to be low maintenance. Yeah, I'm so sorry that I could really just I want to be able to disappear and you not ask me why.
Yeah,
because I don't owe you money. Like, don't come look up for me. But
you know what though? That's only with you though.
Like me, low key, I won't lie, bro. To a degree, because and I think it's because of like me going to so many different places, bro. Living in so many different places. Like I've had so many brethren that I thought like we're like this. You know what I mean? And then I move and then we just never speak again. You know, I'm very used to that type of experience.
Like for me, most of my relationships are built out of convenience. I can't lie. It's like we were in the same area and we got on, so
might as well just
from there it blossoms into a friendship. You get me? But anything else, boys, I'm struggling. Like it's so weird, like kind of like meeting new people and clicking, because it feels so like, what's going on?
Even
Do I really
uni,
know you?
I don't really have like uni friends. I just have.
Shout out to Noah. Shout out to my guy Noah and that. You get me?
I just have WhatsApp people. Like that's what I call them. Like, I don't really have friends like that. Do you get me? And it's like the only friends that I have in uni are the friends I knew before uni. Yeah. Like literally, like I haven't made friends in uni. Do you get me? So it's like
I've made a few friends in uni like this year, and then like so I've made one of the closest friends I've made from uni, which is Sam, innit? That's my boy, innit?
Shout out to Sam.
And then Manny, I've already I knew Manny for a time, bro, since we were kids, but I used to think that nigga was weird, bro.
I remember, bro.
And then he grew a beard, and then everyone started respecting him.
That's a lot with a lot of people.
Yeah, man, that guy used to be a joker. That's one of the funniest guys I know, man.
I remember his Myers dropped me back to my house in Blanchie, and this guy finished an entire pack of digestive. I was like, what? What is this guy said? Gluttony. I was like, nah, bro.
Digestive, I remember in secondary school, because obviously in secondary school, peas weren't flowing, innit? Yeah. Like, you used to have to make 5-year stretch up.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one of my boys, literally, bread on butter was chocolate digestive.
Oh, bro.
But I remember always in between classes, he would just complain, like, after shit, man, after shit. There's times we even went home early, just the shit. But then there was one day, we were just thinking about it, we were like, just broke down the name, chocolate digestive. We're like, brother, it's the biscuits that make it.
It's a laxative.
Vegetables, bro. Like, mixed veg. You get me? Brother, you need to fix up your diet, bro, because your intestines are just mush because of this chocolate digestives, man. You're not getting your nutrients. You
get me? Secondary school was fun, though.
Even primary school, I feel like
primary school.
Honestly, I feel like life wasn't in primary school. Life almost doesn't feel real. Because even for me, like I went to 3 different primary schools. I never even thought how crazy that was until like I think someone must have mentioned this to me. I can't even remember. But 3, it's crazy because first one. Then I moved houses and I couldn't get into the one that was close to my house because I think it was the time of the year there was no space.
Yeah.
So I went to one in Clondalkin for 2 years. Then I moved to the one close to my house and finished primary school there. But honestly, I feel like in a sense that when Izzy talks about moving around a lot, I hear it because it's like now I don't have any friends from primary school.
Yeah.
I guess literally all the friends I had from primary school maybe are probably I knew them from before primary school because of obviously we live in the same area. But I don't have all my friends that I have are probably from secondary school and up. If I met them in school, and even now, I think a lot of people are actually still surprised that I'm still boys with them. You get me? But it's not. I don't want to say they're my only option because those are my brothers. You get me? But it's primary school just wasn't. When you move to 3 different primary schools,
you don't really make real connections that strong enough.
It's very difficult to, bro. You know what I mean?
I feel like in my primary school, bro, I feel like it was just side quests every day. I used to be part of bro. Obviously, my primary school was very very good boys and good girls there. There's a few people from certain areas, but
outstanding civilians.
Yeah, most of us are all calm. We're not crazy. We don't fight and all. There was only one fight that ever happened when I was in 5th or 6th class. Yeah, bro.
Were people fighting in your primary school? I don't think.
Some primary schools they were fighting, bro.
Independent, bro.
That's how I was in a good area, man. Because I don't think people fought in my primary. No, I know.
Like when you're like 12, no
nobody fought. In first year, people fought. But people didn't fight in primary.
There was only one that happened like when I think I was probably in 6th class now. Other than that, though, like primary school for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like up until like 2nd class, no, 1st class, I feel like I was labeled as like the bad kid, like, and I probably was, like, to be fair, like. But then ever since I felt like that's what I was labeled as, I just played the role. Like,
sometimes you just. That's why I think stereotypes are so dangerous.
Yeah, man.
It gets to a point where it's like, if people paint you a certain bullshit,
you're
like,
just gonna be.
And when you try to fight against that narrative, but if it doesn't work, you're like, I'm gonna act the way you think that I am, because it's like, what's the worst that can happen? You already think I'm
like this, bro. Because you know when they be trying like isolation techniques, man, I loved my class. They showed me so much solidarity, bro. Anytime I was in trouble, everyone would still like
they back you.
Like I'll be sitting like over there, and everybody was saying, great, you're right. Like I'll be turning around to the class, all that stuff, bro. Like it fueled my like all that like type of behavior. But then around, this was so my primary school was like it was a really good primary school for like character development and like values and all. But in like I think 5th class, my teacher from 2nd class came back because she left. And my teacher from 2nd class, like my favorite teacher in primary school, because, bro, like, she was like my mom. Like, she saw through my rubbish, like, as in, and my mom left. Oh, you know when your mom gives them permission to, like, show you shaggy, like,
You can knock his head. Knock his head.
You get me, like, she was like, if he's being distracted, give him work to do, don't worry. Let him arrange the library. So she actually made me do all those things. And like I respected her because she kind of knew that I didn't want to be bad. I was just bored. Like, you know when you do things really fast just so you can be finished? That's the type of kid I was, bro. Oh, we have to do this? Okay, I'll do it really fast and then whatever. So then in 5th class, she came back. And then the teacher I had in 4th class, I'd also like to apologize because
just apologize to everybody.
I'm so sorry, man. Like genuine, like from the bottom of my heart, like I was so bad, like to her. So I actually I'm actually serious. Like I actually wanna.
I need to apologize.
You get me?
In secondary school, there was always that one teacher that me and my mate were just violating, but I think she even cried. A couple of times,
bro. Like
I've had that experience. Miss Hanrahan.
Nah, I mean
everyone
like
from LCC knows, man.
Them ones, bro. Like I feel like once she came back in 5th class, I was ready to be serious now. Like I messed up in 4th class. I was being pretty bold with that teacher. And I don't know. She just didn't come back the next year. So I don't know what that like means. But in 5th class, my favorite teacher came back. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I actually wanted to do good so she wouldn't think I was still this. Because, bro, since 2nd class, you're still the same. You get me? You're still the same boy. I was like, nah, I'm actually different. You get me? Started doing sports. I was really good at handball and all. And then 6th class, I was...
No rush, 10 seconds, Snapchat, rewind, throwback, new pod on Instagram, better follow that, I like that, that Spotify, better add that, I like that.